This spring wreath is so easy and cheap to make. Keep watching to find out how to make it. You may also like my video on the styling a cosy corner. Click the link to watch at the end of this video. These plastic eggs were from Poundland. They were just £1 and they are hanging decoration eggs. So you will need to just gently remove the hanging loop from the top of the egg by just twisting the attachment off. To cover up the hole in the top of the egg, I have just packed it with a small amount of blue tack. You don't need very much to do this, it's just enough to just cover the hole up. I've taken inspiration for my eggs from this old book, which is British Birds and Their Eggs. I found this on eBay really cheaply and it's just for another project that I have, but I just thought the eggs were beautiful and easy to copy. So to paint my eggs, I have just used some leftover paint that I had. The shades that I had in my house were Cromarty, which is this lovely duck egg blue-green shade, and worsted, which is this lovely greyish slight lilac shade. I'm painting the egg in vertical strokes just to make sure that the brush marks aren't as easy to distinguish. I think it took me about 3 coats to completely cover the eggs. To get the speckled effect on the eggs, I've tried 2 different methods. I've first of all flicked paint over the eggs using an old toothbrush. This was effective, but it did mean that you had to leave the paint to dry before you could move the egg to do the next sort of area of it, and that could be quite time consuming. So what I did find was more effective was to flick the paint onto a board and then roll the egg in the flicked paint. You do need to be slightly careful doing this, but I found it's far more effective and quicker. So onto the wreath itself. This wreath is from Hobbycraft and it was £4. And I'm just positioning the eggs before gluing them with a hot glue gun, just to make sure that they are how I want them to look. I'm just tucking these pieces of pussy willow that I have cut to size directly into the wreath, just finding strategic points to tuck each end into. Just carry on moving the wreath around and building up the layers of pussy willow twigs until you're happy with the effect. Next, I'm just tucking these bird's feathers in that I got from Hobbycraft. I think they were about £1 or £1.50 for the bag. And I'm just tucking them in and around the eggs. I've used some baby's breath or Gypsophelia, and I'm just cutting into small sprigs and again just tucking them into the wreath directly. Gypsophelia is really easy to get hold of in the supermarkets and it was £1 for the bunch. Finally, I'm creating a hanging loop for the wreath just using some gardener's twine. You could use ribbon if you have that to hand. And there you have it, the finished wreath. I think it looks really effective. If you've been inspired to make your own wreath, then please do share your photos with me. You can find me on Instagram at bexmassey UK and just use the hashtag hyggehearthome. If you like this video, don't forget to share it with someone you think will find it useful. Subscribe for more videos on Hygge Home and parenting, and head over to bexmassey.co.uk for more cosy content. The link is in the description box below.